So let's talk about this trend of adult children going no contact with their parents and calling it self care. Coming onto the internet and talking about how wonderful life is or how sad life is, whichever one, on the fact that they had to go no contact and this is the best thing that ever was for them. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let me preface by saying that I did have a video up earlier today. It was a video that I made about 2 weekends ago. However, I posted it today, not first listening to the audio. The audio was really bad, so I pulled it down. Once I heard the audio was really bad. So I'm going to try to kind of summarize a little bit about what I spoke about on that video, as well as address any comments that I did receive. There were a few comments that I did receive. Some of them I couldn't read all of them because it was like really long. But I'm just going to address a few things. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let me say that I am a survivor of abuse. I am a daughter, obviously, as well as a mother. And I've been on this earth for 55 years and never have I gone no contact or have I gone on the internet and just started bashing either of my parents, and both of them were very, very abusive. I'm talking about felony type of abuse. However, the adult children today, believe that they have the right to do that. A part of that makes me feel as though, like, well, yeah, we're guilty for why you feel that way, because we came from the boomers, and because we came from, a lot of us, from disadvantages, abuse of every kind back then, and people were not talking about it. There were no therapy back then, so we just had to suck it up and deal with it. And so a lot of us had the thought in our minds, in our thought thinking process was, when I have children, I'm going to give them everything I wish I had as a little girl or as a little boy. And what did we do? We did that. We gave you $700 iPhones, even though you were pulling Fs and even though you were pulling Ds, and somehow we allowed you to wrap us around your finger, around your little finger, because we were still trapped from what happened in our childhood. Yeah. So of course this isn't applicable to every circumstance. Just like every parent isn't narcissistic, emotionally abusive, or toxic. Some of the terminology, the therapeutic terminology that the children are using to weaponize against their own parents, the parents that took care of them, the parents that loved them, the parents that was there for them, the parents that showed up when their other parent didn't show up, the parent who may not have known everything but did the best they could with what they knew at that time, similar to what you may be doing. And we forget that your children, like the what is it, the Gen Alphas, they're coming up behind you, or the Gen Zers, they're coming up behind you. What do you think this is going to do? Do you imagine that you're going to have a great relationship with them, and you're going to have this wonderful love, and you're going to give them everything that you never had as a child and treat them differently from the way you were treated as a child? Yeah, that's the same thing we thought.